Yes, it's that time again, folks. Hey, happy hump day to you. Hey, I'm your host, Matt Morgan. Thank you for joining me for episode 88 of Soapbox Daily. It is the midweek point again. Yes, we are here again. What is it with these weeks? They just seem to be flowing, just one after the other. It seems every time I look around, I'm saying happy hump day. It's just one of those things. I don't know. You keep busy, you're dealing with the responsibility. And also, you know, you're keeping in touch with your integrity. Speaking of which, hey, how has your integrity been? How's your integrity today? How's your integrity been this week? Are you setting the positive example? Are you being the change the world needs? That is always the question. So today we are discussing on episode 88 of Soapbox Daily on this wonderful midweek points. Why do we still have wars and conflicts? This is one thing I'm just wondering. Why do we still have wars and conflicts? It's the most baffling thing. You would think by the year 2022 that we would be more enlightened, that we would be beyond those barbaric ways, those, you know, uncivilized actions, those uncivilized notions. You know, it just baffles me that we have not evolved after this long to the point where we realize that war serves absolutely no purpose. That's what we're going to touch on today, because, I mean, these recent events that are going on in the world, and, you know, in case you've been hiding for a little while, there's an unjust war, in my opinion, going on in Ukraine, where Russia is attacking Ukraine, and it's just causing havoc all over the place. And more so for me at home, my wife is Polish, and recently a couple Russian missiles went over into Poland and killed some people, which is kind of roping in the neighboring countries into this war who really don't want it in the first place. And it just makes me wonder. So that's what we're going to talk about today when it comes to this. And I know I've already got into it, but I just baffle. I mean, war is generally defined as a violent conflict between states or nations. Okay, fine. But war can be in any capacity, any sides that have a conflict. It's an unneeded thing when you should be civilized to the point where you can sit down and discuss your differences. So why do people go to war? You know, people go to war, they say, for a specific amount of reasons or some vague reasons, from anything economical, religious, or political reasons. But ideological reasons? I don't know. I just don't see the justification for one group of people to attack another group of people unjustly. And it's not for a matter of need, not for a matter of food, not for a matter of stuff in order to survive. In today's modern era, we don't need that. In today's modern era, we don't need to go to war to be able to feed our people. That's not something that's of a concern. I think at this point, war is just a matter of power as people see it. They figure, I'm going to be powerful. I'm going to own this land. I'm going to rule this land. But for what purpose? For your people? For the people that you represent? Especially in this particular conflict where the Russian people don't even want the war. It's one man. It's one person in this particular case, Putin. Putin's just, you know, he's bored. He has his $600 million yacht, and, you know, he's declared himself the president of the country for the rest of existence. And it's just absolutely ludicrous. No matter how you try to spin it, in this particular case, there's no reason for the war. Ukraine wasn't doing anything. It was just sitting there minding its own business, trying to live its life and provide for its people and be happy. But now Russia's bored, and they decide that they want to attack them because they want that land. Absolutely, as my mother would say, absolutely asinine. But I guess what gets me is why we've not evolved. I mean, most of the wars that happen now are resource-based or power-based, or they say they're trying to liberate people, like the U.S. likes to throw out there all the time. You know, the U.S. being a war-based business, that's what the U.S. is all about. They're about war. That's how they make their money. That's how their profits come in. And it's sad under the guise of we're trying to liberate, we're trying to save, that's a bunch of bullshit in my opinion. We all know, we can see the writing on the wall. There's no reason. Oh, look, the Middle East has oil. Okay, let's go liberate some of those countries. Honestly, people, this is why I say check your integrity, because we need to make the world a better place. We need to domino effect up the chain of command, up the chain of whoever runs these countries, and get them to realize we can live in a world of peace. There's no reason for war. There's no reason for conflict. We can all get along. There's enough resources for us to all survive. And with cooperation, think of what this world can come to. It's sad to think in 2022 we're not evolved to the point of being beyond war, but still war is a thing and a constant threat of nuclear holocaust, nuclear war, nuclear devastation. I mean, why? That's an end game situation for everybody. Nobody's going to survive that. So the constant threat of a complete annihilation, it's like a kid throwing a tantrum. Oh, okay, well, if you don't do what I want, well, I'm just going to blow up everybody and yourself as well. The life is gone. That's it. But here's my advice to you. There's wars going on all over the world. There's small little conflicts for stupid reasons. For stupid reasons. I've yet to see a war fought for a just reason. The Second World War was pretty just. My advice to you is this. You can't do anything about it. You can support the troops. You can help where you can in your society. You can do all this stuff like that. And the only thing you can do is be a better person. Beyond that, be a better person, set the positive example, try to influence people to peace, love, and cooperation. And hopefully this spreads around the world one day. So war is an old reference in a dictionary that goes back thousands of years, and we never have to hear of war or conflicts or stuff like this again. I just want to touch bases on this. I know the world seems kind of bleak right now, but it will get better. Just keep being the best person that you can be. That's all I'm going to say. My heart goes out to Ukraine, the people out there. Support you, and the rest of the world does as well. As far as Poland goes, stay strong. I know you're strong people because you're part of my family now. And as far as Russia goes, hey, you know, Russian people are proud people as well. But you really have to do something about that Putin guy. You should stand up to that Putin guy and fix that situation, because he's going to be the undoing of everything. He's not a savior. He is the new Antichrist. But that's just my opinion. All right, I'm your host, Pat Morgan. I'm going to wrap this up for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. And it is Wednesday, so keep in mind that this evening we do have Get Off My Soapbox, our long format episodes, long format show for this evening. And also please check out getoffmysoapbox.com for more information on all our shows. Again, thank you for listening. Hey, you know what? Peace will happen one day. Rest assured. Until then, keep your integrity in check. Have yourself a marvelous Wednesday moving forward, and I will see you next episode.